It's time for Class 3 State Sectional Baseball from Deer Lake Park in Licking with the Wildcats and the Forsyth Panthers. This game is brought to you by the Licking Chamber of Commerce, Lewis & Sons Automotive, Town & Country Bank, Licking School District, Town & Country Supermarkets, Agra Enterprises, Friend True Value, the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Ray Pharmacy, S&R Insurance, Fox Funeral Home, Frosty Treat, Hildreth Painting, and our season sports sponsors. Let's get you to Deer Lake Park in Licking for the pregame show. First pitch coming your way at about 5:30.
And yours out here at Stockton High School. The Stockton High School baseball field out here, of course, just left to Stockton High School for today's quarterfinals matchup. The Class 3 state baseball tournament. 8 teams remain, and that includes, of course, the Licking Wildcats, the team we are following here today. They take on the Stockton Tigers. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. What a win it was for the Licking Wildcats in the state sectional round. It took a couple days to finish off that game, but Licking pretty much dominating both days to claim a 6-inning run rule victory over the Forsyth Panthers, 11-0. So looking to keep up the momentum here today, but it's not going to be an easy task, as you might expect from the final 8 teams. Well, Stockton's pretty darn good here this season, coming in with only 4 losses on the year and a winning streak that is almost expanded now to 2 months. They have not lost since early April, so it is going to be a tough test here today. We'll see if we'll see if Licking can get it done here today, but we are, again, just a few minutes away from first pitch, starting lineups, and your national anthem. So let's go ahead and take a look here a little bit at these two teams. We'll take a look at some numbers here real quick for you. First of all, Licking 24-6 on the campaign, 8-3 at home, 9-1 on the road. Of course, this is a pseudo road game here for Licking. We are here in Stockton. 7-2 though in neutral and tourney games. They average 9.7 runs a game this season, and they allow 3.2 runs per game this season. Meanwhile, Stockton, they are 22-4 on the campaign. Remember, last time they lost was actually to a team in Class 1, Liberal, who were eliminated yesterday from their tournament, a close game against St. Elizabeth, but that was a long time ago. 22-4, 10-2 at home, 7-2 on the road, and 5-0 in neutral and tourney games this year. They average 9.6 runs a game, and they allow 3.1 runs per game. So these two teams, very, very similar in the runs they score and the runs they allow. Just 0.1 less for Stockton, both runs per game and runs allowed. One common opponent here, by coincidence, in fact, between these two teams. Again, we are about 2.5 hours away from Licking, about just under 2 hours away from Waynesville, where, of course, we make our home. But common opponent, that would be the Forsyth Panthers, the team that Licking saw over the last couple days. Obviously, we're supposed to play them during the regular season. That game had gotten postponed, but by a stroke of luck, got that game in anyway. 11-0, Licking beats Forsyth, and Stockton beat Forsyth 12-10. So, they played the Panthers a little bit closer than Licking did this year. But again, last time they lost, that was all the way back on, I actually lied to you, April 18th. I didn't see Ash Grove in there. Ash Grove, of course, defeating Iberia yesterday. They are working on a 23-0 season, but it was an 8-4 loss to the Pirates of Ash Grove. But before that, an 8-1 loss against Liberal. So they are riding quite the lengthy winning streak here at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight wins for the Stockton Tigers. Of course, Licking also kind of riding themselves a winning streak here. You got to be on a winning streak at this point in the tournament. You lose, you're done. You win, you move on, and all of that. But Licking, they have currently won their last 5 in a row. That last loss, the 8-inning game against Pacific back on May the 5th. So our coaches meeting at home plate. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible today. Of course, you will hear from them throughout the course of today's broadcast. We'll take our first break here in just a little bit. Again, trying to maybe shorten the break that we took a couple days ago. Was kind of fooled when that national anthem was going to be coming up. But it is a nice day for baseball. A little cloudy, not really a chance for rain. I'd say about a 0% chance, so we're not going to get this game postponed. But again, it is going to be about low to mid 80s. So it is a little bit hot out here, but ultimately it is a blue sky. Things are going to be going rather well. So let's go ahead and get your starting lineups here. First of all, let's take a look at how Licking is going to line up here today. Again, 6 losses on the year, 24-6, 5-game winning streak. Batting leadoff today, you're going to notice this lineup is very similar to what we had a couple days ago. Batting leadoff, the center fielder, Cole Wallace. Batting second, that'll be your second baseman in Keaton Rennie. Batting third, the catcher, Malachi Antel. Batting cleanup, be the right fielder, Rusty Buckner. He'll look to have another great day here today. Batting 5th will be your first baseman, Silas Antel. Batting 6th, the shortstop, Keaton Cook. Batting 7th, the man on the mound today, Keller Davis, gets the call. Batting 8th will be your designated hitter, Garrett Gorman. And then batting 9th, that's the third baseman, Cannon Buckner. Now we take a look at the lineup here for the Stockton Tigers. 22-4 on the campaign. Batting leadoff for them, that'll be the catcher, Cale Johnson. Batting second will be your shortstop, and Easton Hubbard. Batting third, the center fielder, Wyatt Downs. Batting cleanup will be the pitcher today, Preston Rains. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Colton Goodman. Batting sixth will be your designated hitter, in Cade Johnson. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Coulter Woods. Batting eighth will be the left fielder, in Jack Rickman. And then finally, batting ninth today, that'll be the second baseman, Sage Painter. There is a player out in the field for Licking, obviously being hit for today, left fielder Austin Stevens. And being hit for today on the side of Stockton, that'll be right fielder Cade Mell. So, just announced, Licking did win the coin toss, so they will be the home team here today. So again, it is a road game, but Licking will bat last. They will actually be out in the field first. As they announce the starting lineups here for everyone else in the audience here today, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. We will come back after the national anthem. We'll have first pitch. Again, it will be Licking out in the field. It'll be Keller Davis on the mound when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, the Class 3 quarterfinals, the state baseball tournament. You're listening to Licking Baseball right here on Z102.3.
Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the products and services and savings they offer their friends and families, like eClub. Sign up today and keep up to date on special promotions and events. Log on to tcmarkets.com and find every store's weekly ads right at your fingertips. Print off coupons to save even more money. Check them out on Facebook. Browse recipes too. Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the area youth and proud to be a part of their communities.
Hi, this is Lauren at Agro Enterprises in Licking. We have great cash discounts and 0% interest on many Mahindra models. Better traction, higher lift capacities, and heavy-duty components. The #1 tractor in the world delivers superior performance for farming in these rough Ozark hills. So come see Pawpaw at Agro Enterprises in Licking or call us at 1-800-653-7152. Let Mahindra Tractors cultivate your dreams.
Pawpaw looks forward to hearing from you soon.
Friend True Value in Licking is your locally owned hardware store. Proud to be a member of the True Value family and here to serve the community. Whether you're the pro or taking on a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time, Friend True Value is right there in your neighborhood with the expert advice, tools, equipment, and the products to get the job done. They strive to supply construction and hardware products that satisfy the needs of Licking and the surrounding communities. Besides all your hardware needs, they do chainsaw sharpening, key cutting, glass cutting, screen and window repair, and power tool repair. You have a friend at Friend True Value Lumber. Come in and see them today. At Town & Country Bank, we are committed to providing exceptional service to our customers. We do more than just provide loans for our community. We help make dreams become a reality. Whether it's a new home, farm, business, or a new car, we would love the opportunity to help. Stop by one of our 10 locations and let our friendly lending team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. In Bourbon, Salem, St. James, Rolla, and Licking. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
And once again, back out here at the Stockton High School baseball field where we are just moments away from getting going with our state quarterfinal. Class 3, the state baseball tournament, Licking on the road today, taking on the Stockton Tigers. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Keller Davis on the mound. He will get things going here today for the Wildcats. It was a great pitching performance over the last couple days. Davis trying to keep that momentum. A two-pitcher performance against Forsyth. Of course, it was Keaton Cook who got things started on Tuesday. After the postponement, Silas Antel took to the mound on Wednesday and continued to shut down those Panthers. Only one hit given up over those 6 innings. So, if they can get a similar performance here today, I think it goes without saying, Lincoln will put themselves in a great spot to win this contest and move on to the Final Four next week. Of course, we're watching the results of the other games. We are actually the last game to get going here. The only 5:30 start. There was a 4:30 start, a couple of 5 o'clock games as well. So we're going to be watching that. Well, we're going to be watching the Mission website. We're going to be watching elsewhere as well to see if we can get those scores throughout the course of today's game and see if we know who the winner of this one will advance to face. We know it's going to be one of 2 teams, and I'm trying to find my way to that bracket. Of course, as you've heard me say multiple times this season, sometimes it's rather difficult to navigate the Misha website, especially on mobile. Some buttons that you're used to seeing on the desktop, they just straight up disappear. But anyway, we know the winner of this one will face either Barstow or Lathrop. Those 2 teams advancing to the quarterfinals as well. Of course, Portageville takes on West County today, and Ellsbury takes on South Callaway. Of course, those 4 teams Licking would only see if they go as far as the state championship. So final pitch coming in from Davis. Great throw. Second, Malachi Ansell behind the plate, and we'll get going here as Cale Johnson settles in. He'll be the first man up for the Stockton Tigers. Your defensive arrangement here once more in just a moment. Again, as Davis comes sailing the bump here to face the left-handed hitting Cale Johnson. So a righty versus lefty matchup to get things going here. First offering here from Davis. Fastball low, and it's ball 1. Down the third base side here today. So cannot see left to right. Can certainly see high-low, though. So let's see if that makes an impact today. Next pitch. That one's too high, and it's 2-0. Finding the strike zone early, going to be very important today for the Wildcats. We saw how dangerous the walk can be in the game against Forsyth. Of course, Licking taking advantage of it. Next pitch, also high, and we go 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Davis trying to avoid giving up the leadoff walk. Here is that 3-0. Taken all the way, finds his own, and it's strike 1. See if Davis can wrangle in the control. See if he can calm things down here. 3-1 now. Fouled off. And we go 3-2. So from 3-0, now 3-2. As Davis looks to battle back from the early setback. Easton Hubbard on deck here for the Tigers. He looks to be a right-handed batter. Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Caught the lower inside corner. And Keller Davis starts things out here with a strikeout looking. 1 down. 3 straight pitches in the zone, and that brings us to shortstop Easton Hubbard. Looking today, white jerseys, actually kind of half and half. Half white, half orange with the stripes. White pants. Black caps today. First pitch delivered to Hubbard, too low, and it's ball 1. Stockton, meanwhile, the red jerseys, gray pants, white stripes. Got the Yankee stripes. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball, gone to chase one in the dirt, and it's 1-1. For Stockton, one of many Tigers in the area. Of course, just outside of Stockton Lake. Next pitch, too low, and it's 2-1. Of course, Stockton about 40 minutes or so away from my hometown, Nevada, Missouri. Of course, they are playing in the Class 4 state tournament today. Kind of watching that score for myself. 2-1 now delivered by Davis. Also 2-0, and it's again 3-1. So Davis again going to have to try to find himself through. Facing a hitter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Next offering on the way. That one's definitely going to hop in front of the plate, and that will be ball 4. So he gets the strikeout, but gives up the walk. That means runner over on first here with one down. Now for center fielder Wyatt Downs. Downs, right-handed batter. Settling in here, it's about a 3-step lead for Hubbard over on first. Davis now pitching from the stretch. First offering in at the knees, and it's strike one. So for the first time here, Davis will start an at-bat out in front of the hitter. That first pitch strike. Next one on the way. Swung on, popped up, but fouled down the right field line. Out of play. And we go 0-2. Plenty of fans in attendance today. Stockton showing up down the first base side. Of course, pretty much surrounding me are Licking faithful. My table has been taken as part of the public domain. It is what it is. 0-2. Fastball high. 1-2. You get used to it. I will say I'm a bit claustrophobic. But we'll battle through it here today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout pitch. Here's a high fly ball, though, to center field. Could be playable, though. Wallace underneath. Stumbles a bit, but does make the catch, and that's out number 2. So Wallace able to run it down. Tracking to his left. Runner still over on first, and 2 outs. Here comes the cleanup hitter and the pitcher. It's Preston Raines. We'll see Raines on the mound coming up in the bottom of the first. But for now, at the plate, this pitcher v. pitcher matchup. 2 right-handers throwing today. First pitch here from Davis. Fastball taken on the outside half, and it's strike one. Good ballpark here. Good looking ballpark here. Got some field dimensions as well. 310 down the lines. Next pitch. Here's a ground ball sent up the middle. Going to be fielding it is the second baseman. Reaches out and makes the play. He slipped over the bag, fell to the ground, but Keaton Rennie able to reach out with the glove and tag the bag for out number 3. So it's a fielder's choice that ends the inning, as Licking does work around the lead 1-out walk to move on into the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. That'll move us on into the, again, bottom of the first. Still no score here in Stockton. You're listening to the Class 3 State Quarterfinals and Licking Baseball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rennie Pharmacy on Deer Lake Road is the only independently family-owned pharmacy in Licking. They carry a large assortment of vitamins, home health, and over-the-counter products. Rennie Pharmacy offers great services such as drive-through, adherence program, free delivery, medication management, and immunization services. Rennie Pharmacy is open from 8 to 5:30 Mondays through Fridays, 9 till noon. On Saturdays, call 674-2955 or check their webpage. Just Google Rennie Pharmacy and see all they offer.
S&R Insurance of Licking with agents Kyle Smith, Jamie Howell, and Brad Johnson are your local agents. You always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and savings. And as your needs change, your agent will be there to make sure you have the right protection. Located at 129 Main Street in Licking, S&R Insurance is there when you need them. Give them a call today, 573-674-2713. S&R Insurance of Licking.
Of the first here in Stockton, no scores. Licking holds the Tigers scoreless despite giving up a 1-out walk. A couple of great defensive plays, 1 out in center field, 1 by the second baseman Keaton Rennie. And we'll get going here. Center fielder Cole Wallace, obviously top of the lineup coming up here. Wallace starts things out here. First pitch from Preston Raines, misses. Ball 1. Wallace yesterday and the day before went 2 for 4 with a couple singles. Takes another pitch, though, up high. And it's ball 2. Will be the first one to tell you. Don't know a whole lot about these Stockton Tigers other than the information given to us by Misha. Here's the 2-0 now. That one's outside, and it's 3-0. So I do not know how far up the pecking order Reigns is as far as their ace, their number 2 guy, etc., etc. All I know is he delivered the 3-0, and he missed the zone for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Wallace, and Licking wastes no time getting their first base runner today. So the Wildcats have a base runner. We'll see if they can bring him around. First man to try to do so. It's the second baseman, Keaton Rennie. Rennie, who I will assume has family members representing one of our sponsors today. Rather easy connection to make. Don't think Rennie's the most common last name in the world. Either way, though, squaring up to bunt. First pitch misses, and it's ball 1. Reigns still yet to find the strike zone here today. We go 1-0. I did bring the sponsor list today. You know, the saga over the last couple days, I forgot to do so. Well, I have it today, so we'll go over it in full. Next pitch. Again, Rennie squaring up, but again, the pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-0. In fact, let's do it now. We'll do it a couple times today because I feel bad. Big thank you to Town & Country Supermarket, Town & Country Bank, Agri Enterprises, Friends True Value, PepsiCo, Rennie Pharmacy, S&R Insurance, Lewis & Sons. 2-0 on the way. Again, pulls it back. Outside, 3-0. Big thank you to the Licking Chamber of Commerce. The Licking Rodeo coming up here real soon. I understand it. Licking High School, Frosty Treat, Hydrith Painting, and Fox Funeral Home. Pickoff throw over to first, but Wallace is back in time. And we'll continue to wait the 3-0. So those are your Licking sponsors. Of course, big thank you to our season sponsors as well. Those who have stuck with us, no matter where we are. Waynesville, Crocker, Iberia, any of the other Frisco League schools, Dixon, Plato, etc., etc. 3-0 taken all the way here. Good choice with a 3-0 count. But it is going to be called strike 1. We'll see if he goes back to trying to lay down the sacrifice now with a 3-1 or if he's got the green light now. Hitters count, 3-1 pitch on the way. Rennie squaring up. Pops it up, though, over the top of the net. And we go full now. So from 3-0, now 3-2. Rennie going to have to try to swing away here on this full count. Rennie settles back in here, batting from the right-hand side. Malachi Antle on deck. Here comes that payoff pitch. Taken low, ball 4. So Rennie does end up drawing the walk. And forces a couple more pitches while he's at it. And it'll be first and second with nobody away now for a good hitter here in Malachi Antle. And by that I mean Antel, of course. It's such a subtle change. I apologize. I know full well it's Antel. My accent doesn't necessarily agree with it, though. So here we go. Antel at the plate. Runner in scoring position here. Good chance for the Wildcats to perhaps put a run up on the board early. First pitch here to the catcher. Fastball in at the knees. Strike 1. Rusty Buckner now on deck. Of course, Buckner had a whale of a game against the Panthers. Put up some huge numbers in that game. 0-1 now on its way. Finds the zone as well. 0-2. Season sponsors, Air Serv, Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe Chevrolet, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance. Get you more after the 0-2 here. Reigns fires. Taken high, and it's ball 1. St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Bank of Crocker as well. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll come back to that list a little bit later on in today's game. For now, though, we'll put the sheet away. 1-2 coming up. Runners on first and second. Here is the pitch. Swung on, a little bit out in front. Going to pop one out to right field. Ball's caught out there. Cade Mill running it down, and that's out number 1. So the Wildcats record their first out today. And with 2 runners on, here's Rusty Buckner. And we mentioned Buckner. He had himself a fantastic game on Tuesday and Wednesday. Went 4 for 4 in that game. 4 for 4 and 5 RBIs. Putting a massive solo home run. First pitch here. Going to send a deep fly ball out toward right field, but it goes foul over the fence. Strike one. Other than the home run, had 3 singles. But every time he picked up a hit, he picked up an RBI. Looking had lots and lots and lots and lots of base runners. Against Forsyth, left 14 on base despite picking up 11 runs. 0-1 here to Buckner. Next pitch, fastball but fouled off. And it's 0-2. So Buckner down here in a deep hole. Gonna have to try to protect the play here. Looking not trying to waste this early opportunity. Got a couple early walks, but got to bring him around. Got a 3-step lead over on second. First base uncovered. Here comes the 0-2 to Buckner. Breaking ball again fouled off. He'll stay alive here. We'll get a second offering at 0-2. On deck here, Silas Antel. He also homered. We'll talk about that more if we get to him here. Double play ball, still very much a possibility. Here's the next 0-2 from Raines. Taken outside. Ball one. So Buckner showing off the eye there. Gets himself a ball in the count, 1-2. Again, Raines comes set from the stretch. Another pitch high, ball 2. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Couple of foul balls. All taken for a strike. Here's Raines once more. Strike 3. Ooh. A little low there. I believe Buckner might have almost influenced that. Check swing. But I think he may have influenced our umpire enough for him to call strike 3. That ball might have been at about the shins. Like I said, I see high-low today. You can trust me, but that'll make it 2 outs now here for Silas Antel. So Antel looking for some big 2-out hitting. First pitch. That was about higher than the last one, but it's going to be called ball 1. Antel also had a good game yesterday. 2-run home run. Next one. Finds the mark. Strike 1. Antel ended up going 2 for 3 in that game. Found the base paths 5 times. Capped things off with a 2 RBI home run. Pushed the lead to... Well, hold on a second. Next pitch, way outside, ball 2. Having to think here. I'll think about it later. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one's low once more. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Keaton Cook on deck. Antel looking for something he can pick here. Can afford to be picky. Chasing one up high, though, and we go full 3-2. Chase one out of the zone. And we get a full count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second will be taken off with the pitch. Here is that pitch. And it's low in the dirt. Ball 4. Base is loaded now. Anywhere in the field. It ends up in you getting a hit. That's a good thing right now. First pitch here to Keaton Cook. Outside. Ball 1. Looking no stranger over the last few days to loading the bases. That was a big reason why they left 14 runners on base just about every inning, save for one, I do believe. They had loaded the bases at some point. Next pitch. Fastball, couldn't catch up to it, 1-1. Left them loaded in the first, the second, the fourth, and the fifth. 1-1 coming up now. Way high to the backstop it goes, but takes a friendly hop for the catcher. Comes right back to him here, keeps everybody on, 2-1. It is not a very deep backstop. It would have to be outside and off the wall to really maybe kind of influence things. The pitch too high, too low, and it's coming right back to you. 2-1 now. That one's up high, 3-1, and perhaps Licking's one errant pitch away from walking home a run. So it is a hitter's count here. Cook going to be looking for one he can hit. Has to be. Pickoff throw over to first. Checking on Antel over there, but he gets back. Wallace on third. Rennie on second. Silas Antel over on first. Here's the 3-1. In the zone. Strike two. And, well, here we go. I've seen it several times over the last few days. Carousel play. Everybody's running. We're getting a result right here. Full count, 2 outs. All taken off. Here's the payoff pitch. It is strike three called. And that'll leave them loaded. I'll tell you what, going to need to be swinging at them low pitches today. Because the zone is going to be a little high-low today. But a second strikeout for Preston Rains ends the first with the bases loaded. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 runners left over on base. Could be a big deal in this game. We move on to the top of the second. Let's go ahead and move on here. You're listening to Licking Baseball in the Class 3 quarterfinals, Z102.3.
If you're looking for auto repair and Licking, you found us. Here at Lewis & Son Service, we work hard to earn your trust and loyalty. We know how important it is to find a Licking car service you can rely on. So your satisfaction is our top priority each and every day. Lewis & Sons of Licking, proud of the Licking Wildcats and wishes them the best of luck in today's game. The 38th Annual Licking Chamber of Commerce Rodeo is coming June 2nd and 3rd with the Outlaw 5J Rodeo Company. There will be pre-show mutton busting for ages 8 and under both days at 6:15. Rodeo starts about 7. Friday is Senior Citizens Night and Military Night. Saturday, a rodeo parade at 2. Crafted food vendors and entertainment from 9 to 4. Saturday night is Pink Night. Chris Piles is the announcer. Josh Foster is the funny barrel man who will entertain the crowd. Don't miss the 38th Annual Licking Chamber of Commerce Rodeo June 2nd and 3rd at the Licking Rodeo Arena. Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
A 1-0 count here to Colton Goodman as we get back to it here. Top of the second, no score. Licking leaving the bases loaded in the bottom half of the first. Next pitch, popped foul behind us, and we go 1-1. Connor Harwood here with you today, Z102.3. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a pop-out, unfortunately for the Wildcats. Next pitch, doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-1. One strikeout today for Keller Davis, who remains on the mound. Next offering here, ground ball toward the Licking dugout. It's 2-2. Struck out Cale Johnson to begin the game, then gave up a walk, but then got a fly out and a fielder's choice. Great defensive play. Keaton Rennie over at second base to get out of that first inning with no harm done. 2-strike pitch. Here's a ground ball sent over towards short. On it, Keaton Cook. Throw to first is a little high, but brought down by Antel for out number 1. So Goodman retired here, 6'3". Bringing us now to designated hitter Cade Johnson. Not to be confused with Canel Johnson. Johnson, common enough last name that I won't assume right away. But those first names, pretty similar. First pitch to Johnson, though, misses low, and it's ball one. Maybe a little bit outside as well here, so a 1-0 count. Johnson's sixth batter in the lineup. Next one, got him to chase one low, and it's 1-1. Five-hitter, Colton Goodman retired. Cade Johnson, the sixth hole. Coulter Woods coming up next. He'll be your number 7 hitter. And the final guaranteed hitter of this inning. Next one, that gets away from Malachi Antel behind the plate. 2-1. Starting to get a little more cloudy here in Stockton. Kind of cooling it down a little bit. Not complaining. Allows me to see my screen a little bit better. Keeps it cool too. 2-1. Fastball way high. 3-1. Lots of 3-ball counts here today. Both pitchers trying to hit their marks. And a bit of a struggle. Here is that 3-1. Breaking ball. That does find the zone. 3-2. At least from the start. Obviously, we've seen 3 strikeouts in this game. Here is that payoff pitch. Line drive over towards second, but it's right at Rennie. He makes the catch for out number 2. Rennie right there to make the play. His second put out of the game. And with the first 2 down here in the inning, here is third baseman Coulter Woods. Woods, who's got another great baseball name. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Of course, we talk about Rusty Buckner every time I talk about it, but I think any name with the word Colt in it just kind of qualifies as a good baseball name. Next pitch, too high, and it's 2-0. That, of course, means also Colton Goodman, who we saw earlier, he qualifies. I think we've seen a few other Coltons during the season as well. Don't really quickly come to mind, though. Next pitch, the 2-0. Too high once more, 3-0. So 3 straight outside the zone here. See if Woods takes all the way. He does, but it finds a zone. Davis gets a strike back, 3-1. 3-1 now. Another strike, 3-2. So again, another 2-strike count. Davis looking to fight all the way back. His first strikeout came in a similar situation. See if he finds strikeout number 2 through the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts today for Davis, both for 3-0 counts. And that'll make the inning a rather short one. 1-2-3, go the Tigers of Stockton. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Into the bottom of the second we go. Still no score here between Licking and Stockton. Back in 90 seconds, you're listening to Licking Baseball in the Class 3 state quarterfinals. Right here, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Saying goodbye to those we love is made a little easier. Just knowing your memories are safely kept within Sunset Memorial Estates Cemetery. This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Burial at our Sunset Memorial Estates provides the respect and personalized ceremony families expect and offers many options to military families, including personalized monument selection. For more information, contact Memorial Chapels and Crematory.
Nestled in northeast Texas County is the Licking R8 School District, home of the Wildcats. The Licking School District is proud of the accomplishments of their students with their efforts to excel in academics, sports, and community involvement. A town is only as strong as its residents, and the youth of the Licking community are the up-and-coming backbone of the area. The school district is also proud of the staff and administrators as they have risen to the top, continuing the education of the students in ways never heard of before. The Licking School District takes this time to say thank you to the community for helping with the education and the growth of the Wildcat student body.
No one count here. Keller Davis fouling off the first pitch, taking the second strike here, so make it 0-2 as we get back to it. Bottom of the second. Making a 1-2-3 inning in the top half, but now trying to put themselves on the board here. 0-2. Breaking ball, missing low and away. 1-2. Connor Harbert here with you today. Z102.3. Glad you could join me wherever you may be today. St. Louis Cardinals winning their game earlier today. Trying to get 2 wins on the airwaves today. Here's a ground ball over to second. Throw to first is in time. And Davis grounds out to begin the inning. Sage Painter over at second base for the Tigers. 4-3 put out. Brings us to designated hitter Garrett Gorman. Gorman hitting for left fielder Austin Stevens today. Steps up for his first trip. First pitch offered up to Gorman. Fastball taken high. It's 1-0. Cannon Buckner on deck. We're going through the bottom of the lineup at the moment. Gorman, the number 8 hitter today. 1-0. Fastball finds a mark. 1-1. Water tower just beyond left field. Got a nice tree skyline. Here's a fly ball sent out towards center. Could be playable, though. It is. Underneath it, Wyatt Downs, who makes the catch for a quick out number 2. So Gorman flies out. First 2 are away. Here's Cannon Buckner. They're trying to get it done here with 2 outs. Again, 2 out hitting, something that Licking excelled at in the sectional round. Still looking for their first base hit today. Here's a fastball at the knees, strike 1. 3 base runners, all walks. Still looking for a hit. In fact, both teams still looking for their first hit. 0-1, out to swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. In a hole here, Buckner needing to protect the plate. Pitch. Outside edge, strike 3 called. That'll do it here for the second. So a very quick bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. It's time for the third. Top of the third. No score. Licking in Stockton. You're listening to Licking Baseball, the Class 3 quarterfinals state baseball tournament right here at Z102.3.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
They've been coming to satisfy their sweet tooth and appetites for over 46 years at Frosty Treat in Licking, and that continues today. For nearly half a century, families in Licking and surrounding towns have enjoyed milkshakes from the original milkshake mixer that was in the original building. Burgers and shakes are their specialty as the community gathers at Hood's Frosty Treat. To enjoy the atmosphere, visit and take in their delicious menu. Hood's Frosty Treat of Licking, 202 South Main Street, proud to be a part of the Licking community.
A 1-1 count here to Jack Rickman. Top of the third here in Stockton. Looking held scoreless. Both teams, a 1-2-3 inning in the second inning. Game moving right along here as Keller Davis delivers another pitch in the zone. 4-2. 8-9-1. We'll see the top of the Stockton order once more here. Top of the order coming up for Licking in the bottom half of the third. As Davis delivers the 2-strike pitch. Couldn't have missed by much. 2-2. Just off the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one. That's a swing and a miss, and there's strike 3. So Rickman strikes out swinging. It's Davis's 3rd strikeout of the day. First time he's gotten a batter to swing and miss for strike 3. And with 1 out, here's the number 9 hitter, Sage Painter. Painter batting from the right-hand side of the plate. Wide stance, first pitch. Fly ball sent out toward the left. That could be trouble, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Here's the game's first base hit, and it's going to be extra bases. Painter rounding first. He's going to have himself a standing double. So Painter comes through in the number 9 slot. Did what the first 8 batters could not and got himself aboard here. And so Licking with a little bit of adversity to work through here. 1 out. And the top of the order coming back up here. Cale Johnson. Johnson catcher, leadoff batter. 0 for 1 today's game. He struck out looking. Davis switching to the stretch. Squaring up to bunt. Pitch missing high. 1-0. Johnson not the tallest player. He's got himself a bit of a compact strike zone. Got to bring those pitches down a little bit. 1-0 now. Again trying to bunt. Bunts one down the third base side. This could be trouble. And that's going to be a bunt for a hit. They try to make the play at third, but it's not there. Now make it runners at the corners. Still only 1 out here. Bunted it hard enough down the third base side. The third baseman, Buckner, was playing deep, didn't come up on it. Focused more on getting over to the bag. Perhaps thought the play would be over at third. That's what Davis tried to do. Didn't have a play at first. That was pretty much nothing that was going to happen. But even the runner at third was there in plenty of time. All in all, just a good play there for Stockton. Might they score a run out of it? Runners at the corners here. First pitch to Easton Hubbard, missing low, ball 1. Licking playing about standard length out there in the infield. Not playing in at all. Next pitch. Breaking ball taken high. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And again, 1 away. Leadoff strikeout. Begin the inning. Next pitch. Here's a ground ball over to short. Going to have to try to get the out over at second. They do. But meanwhile, the run will score. The RBI and the ground out. Actually, no, excuse me. It's a fielder's choice. But he does get the RBI. Johnson's thrown out, moving to second. And again, Painter does score. Make it 1-0 in favor of the Stockton Tigers. 2 outs. Here's a line drive over to short. Going to be a tricky play, and it's not going to be there in time. It's an infield single for Wyatt Downs. Got a very chatty PA guy here in Stockton. Trying to do my job as Downs gets himself aboard here quickly. Runners first and second, 2 outs. Cleanup hitter to the plate here, Preston Raines. 4 straight base hits now. Excuse me, not the case. First pitch outside, ball 1. Hubbard on second, Downs on first. Raines at the plate. 1-0 count. Next pitch. Here's a swing. Line drive out towards center field. That one's going to get down. Coming up on it, though, is Wallace. They're going to try to send the runner. Nope, they're going to change their mind. They're going to hold him up, and now they've got a runner caught in a rundown. In between second and third, Silas Santel here. He's got options. He's going to throw home as everybody's going to end up safe. Licking misplays it. They had the runner basically caught in between the bags, but they got caught up trying to prevent the run, and so the inning continues. Everybody just advances one bag. Its bases loaded now. A fifth straight base hit here for first baseman Colton Goodman, and now we're going to have ourselves a visit to the mound. Still only the one run across. Cole Wallace coming in from center field, able to make the throw and keep that runner from going home in the first place. But a bit of a mistake there. That runner basically dead to rights. I know you didn't want that runner taking off from third and scoring before you could get the third out. But you end up getting nobody here, and now you have to find an out. Coming up to the plate next, it's going to be Colton Goodman. But Licking still a chance to really limit the damage here. And just need to get the out. Forced an inning bag. Let's see what happens. Everybody back here. First pitch coming up. Goodman 0 for 1. First pitch pops one up behind us. 0-1. 4 hits in the inning. Including a double, 3 singles. 0-1 now for Davis. Another swing and another pop-up. This one again going to leave the park, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 away. Hubbard on third, Downs on second, Rains on first. Davis comes set. And the 0-2. Ground ball over to short. This should do it. Throw's going to go over to second. Fielder choice will limit it to just the 1 run. So ultimately, Licking does pretty much get out of it the best they can. The 1 run does come across, but they do have some work to do now. They trail for the first time in this game. For Stockton in the third, 1 run on 4 hits. There were no errors, and there were 3 runners left over on base. With that, let's head on into the bottom of the third. Top of the lineup coming up next. 1-0 our score. Stockton leads. You're listening to the Class 3 State Quarterfinals. Z102.3.
Mark, we need to talk.
Okay.
I need change.
But I thought everything was going so great.
Whoa, it is, Mark. I want to paint. That's all. Paint.
Paint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we can paint. We can do that.
Sheesh.
If the changing seasons inspire you to do the same, Hildreth Painting can change the color of your home with the experience and expertise you deserve. All you do is pick the color. They will do all the work. Hildreth Painting of Licking. Call today for free estimates. 573-674-3977 or Josh at 573-201-8140.
S&R Insurance of Licking with agents Kyle Smith, Jamie Howell, and Brad Johnson are your local agents. You always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and savings. And as your needs change, your agent will be there to make sure you have the right protection. Located at 129 Main Street in Licking, S&R Insurance is there when you need them. Give them a call today, 573-674-2713. S&R Insurance of Licking.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Bottom of the third coming up here. Stockton High School, or just to the left of Stockton High School. Top of the order coming up here, but Licking trailing this one for the first time, 1-0. We're able to strand the bases loaded, got the fielder's choice they needed, but now needing some offense here. Hasn't come easy. Preston Rains still on the mound. First pitch to Cole Wallace, misses, ball 1. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Wallace looking for an at-bat in this one. He walked first time up. 1-0 pitch now from Rains. That one finds the mark, and it's 1-1. Rains has really been able to calm himself down since those early setbacks. Licking going to need to swing the bat. We know they can hit. They certainly did against Forsyth, but now you've got to start adjusting to the zone, including that 1-1 pitch that caught the lower half for strike two. Don't look for walks, look for hits. Here is the 1-2 now. Swung on, fouled it off. He'll stay alive here, still 1-2. Preached it so many times over the last couple weeks, it seems. Every umpire zone just a little bit different. Got to adjust and swing if you have to. Here's a swing, fly ball sent out towards center, but it's going to be playable out there underneath. That'll be Wyatt Downs who makes the catch for out number one. Downs makes the play in center field. Wallace is put away. Now to the plate, Keaton Rennie. Rennie also drew a walk his first time up. Rennie standing in. Again, looking for an at-bat. First pitch, too low, ball one. On deck here, Malachi Antel. 1-0 now. Taken, strike one. Even count here, 1-1. One's on the board, including 1 out. 1-0 ball game in favor of Stockton. Through the windup, Rains' pitch is again too low. Ball two. Looking left, the bases loaded in the first. A 1-2-3 inning in the second. Next one. Misses again. 3-1. Another hitter's count here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rains again. Next pitch is taken outside. Ball 4. So for the second time today, Rennie will draw the walk. Gives Licking yet another base runner here. Still looking for that first hit, though. See if Malachi Antel can get it done. Antel flew to right his first time. Shallow fly ball to right. Going to swing through it just a little bit harder this time. Find a gap out there in the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Well outside, ball one. 6:13, this ball game starting just a little bit before our scheduled start time of 5:30 today. So all in all, about 50 minutes old. Should start to see some finals from around the area. Next pitch, almost offered up at it. They'll peel on down to first. They'll say no swing. And it's 2-0. Let's go ahead and check. Maybe we'll get some results here. Of course, the closer you get to the Final Four in the state championship, the more Misha reports on you. Maybe we get some. Here's a pitch over, a pickoff over to first, and they got him. Rennie caught over at first. And Licking loses that potential tying run, and now 2 down. Meanwhile, though, at the plate, it is, I believe, 2-0. Reset the count up on the board. Or today, not nearly as on top. So we had in Licking. Here's a hard ground ball over to second. This could be the inning. Painter has it. He'll flip it over to first, and it's a second straight 1-2-3 inning. So Licking, unfortunately, a pickoff and a ground out. We'll give them their second straight 1-2-3 inning here today. And Licking will have to, well, pick up the pieces coming up in the fourth. We're heading on into the fourth. Stockton leading this one. It's a narrow lead, but a lead nonetheless, 1-0. Back in 90, you're listening to the Class 3 state quarterfinals. Licking baseball right here on Z102.3.
At Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center, we're here to keep your heart healthy. Preventing, detecting, and caring for conditions like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, chest pain, and shortness of breath, the Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center offers innovative care and cutting-edge technology designed to produce the best possible health outcomes for you and your loved ones. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more. Phelps Health, your health, our mission.
Isn't this great? The three of us camping at our favorite spot?
Sure is, honey.
I sure do miss Grandpa. He used to love coming here.
I do too, son. Remember the motorboat stalled and he swam from shore to fix it? He always made sure we were okay. He was one of a kind.
Yes, he was. Miss you, Dad.
Fox Funeral Home remains its original location and continues to be family-owned and operated, providing hometown values and personalized service since 1931.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
An early error here as we start the top of the 4th here. An error on Cannon Buckner. Over at third, means Stockton will get themselves a quick base runner here. Looking a little bit out of sorts here at the moment. They trail this one 1-0 to the Tigers. Cade Johnson again finds his way on the base paths here. First error of the game coming up on Licking. So, Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. With Johnson on, that brings us to Coulter Woods. Wood, the strikeout victim, his first time up, squaring up to bunt, but pulls it back. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. 6, 7, and 8, 6 aboard, 7 at the plate. Licking will bring the runner over on third. Into the infield grass, pickoff throw to first. Johnson, though, getting back safely. Next pitch, again too high, 2-0. And 1-0 our score. That run came back in the third. An RBI fielder's choice. Here's a swing and a miss. Fastball right on by, 2-1. Licking no choice on that play, but to get the out over at second. Runner on third was able to score. Next pitch. Bunted one that probably up and out of the zone. Bunts it foul, and it's 2-2. So Woods will need to swing away here. Davis has found himself a couple straight strikes. Comes set, 2-2. Swing, shallow fly ball. Could be trouble. Who's going to call it out there? It'll be caught by the second baseman, Rennie, who runs back and makes the play. Another solid play for Rennie out over at second. As he reaches over his shoulder to make that play. There'll be one down, keeps the runner over at first. Here for Jack Rickman. Rickman, swinging strikeout. Back in the third. Oh for 1 today. First pitch, again, going to try to square up and bunt. Does get the bunt down. Davis has it. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Sacrifice works. They do advance the runner. But Davis does make the throw in time. That means a runner on second here, scoring position, but 2 outs. Here for number 9 hitter, Sage Painter. Painter, who ripped one down the left field line his first time up, so just because he's the number 9 hitter, Licking cannot rest on their laurels here for this at-bat. Actually, the game's only extra base hit. Also represents the run. Here's a pop-up, though. This one might not leave the ballpark. Antel's going to give chase, but it's just barely off the top of the Stockton dugout. It's 0-1. Antel giving chase, but that ball was an inch to the left. Could have possibly made that play, but dugout keeps Painter alive. I didn't say it earlier. Painter represents the lone run today. He's the player who scored on that fielder's choice. Davis set, the 0-1. Ground ball over to the left. Hook charging it, has it, takes his time with the throw. It's low, but Antel puts it in the glove for out number 3. Tell you what, they don't really make it easy for the first baseman here in Licking. That was something we saw in Forsyth. That's something we see here today. But Antel makes a good play over at first. It's a 6-3 ground out. And that'll keep that runner stranded over on second. No runs, no hits. One error. And one runner left over on base, taking us on into the bottom of the fourth. We're officially halfway through this one. Licking still trailing Stockton 1-0. Back in 90, you're listening to Licking Baseball in the Class 3 quarterfinals. Right here in Z102.3.
Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the products and services and savings they offer their friends and families, like eClub. Sign up today and keep up to date on special promotions and events. Log on to tcmarkets.com and find every store's weekly ads right at your fingertips. Print off coupons to save even more money. Check them out on Facebook. Browse recipes too. Town & Country Supermarket is proud of the area youth and proud to be a part of their communities.
Hi, this is Lauren at Agro Enterprises in Licking. We have great cash discounts and 0% interest on many Mahindra models. Better traction, higher lift capacities, and heavy-duty components. The #1 tractor in the world delivers superior performance for farming in these rough Ozark hills. So come see Pawpaw at Agro Enterprises in Licking or call us at 1-800-653-7152. Let Mahindra Tractors cultivate your dreams.
Pawpaw looks forward to hearing from you soon.
Friend True Value in Licking is your locally owned hardware store. Proud to be a member of the True Value family and here to serve the community. Whether you're the pro or taking on a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time, Friend True Value is right there in your neighborhood with the expert advice, tools, equipment, and the products to get the job done. They strive to supply construction and hardware products that satisfy the needs of Licking and the surrounding communities. Besides all your hardware needs, they do chainsaw sharpening, key cutting, glass cutting, screen and window repair, and power tool repair. You have a friend at Friend True Value Lumber. Come in and see them today.
Field as we come back, and Licking's got their first base hit here today. Rusty Buckner coming through. Some potential tying runs aboard here in the bottom of the fourth. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. See if that maybe gives the Wildcats some forward momentum here. With Buckner aboard, brings us to Silas Antel. Before that, we will get a break in the action here, as we'll actually have ourselves a pinch runner for Buckner here. Checking in, Carson Walker. He'll be the one set to run for Buckner. So Walker over there on first. Plenty of speed, I'm told. Good spot to put him in here. Maybe we can use that speed to get around the base path. We'll see if they try to make a pickoff throw, though. Remember, a pickoff throw in the previous inning contributed to what was eventually another 1-2-3 inning. Got to be smart over there on the bags. Walker about a 2-step lead. Silas Antel at the plate. First offering is low. Ball one. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors today. Got plenty of them. They'll stay with us through the majority or through the rest of Licking's playoff run, however far that may go. 1-0 now. Here's a swing and a deep fly ball out to center. It's got some distance. It is caught at the warning track for out number one. Hit it to the deepest part of the field. You hit it left or right, and that one's gone. It's not a far field to the left and the right, but the timing was too good. Antel flies out to center field. One down. Runner still over at first. Now shortstop Keaton Cook coming to the plate. Cook, a strikeout victim in the first. Get a pickoff throw. Walker back, though. Another pickoff throw, but again, Walker back. Next one on the way. Here's another deep fly ball to center field. Again, back on it is Downs, but again, it's caught at the warning track. Two straight deep flies to center field. Both of them caught. And with that runner still over on first, here comes Keller Davis. So Davis to the plate now. He's swinging away on the first pitch. Here's a fly ball. Shallow right field. On it. No. Catch isn't made. That could potentially score the run. Are they going to try to send Walker from third? They're going to hold him up there. But it's going to be a two-bag play, a double here for Keller Davis. Second and third here, 2 outs. A big spot for designated hitter Garrett Gorman. Licking playing it conservatively here. Opted not to send Walker from third. Ball was not very deep in the field. Something to consider there. It was a long run for Mel out there in right. Not able to track it down. Gave a good effort, though, diving after it. But ultimately, it got on by him. So second and third. Garrett Gorman, again, needing a base hit. There are 2 outs. First pitch taken, strike 1. Oh, 1 now to Gorman. Curveball up high. Ball 1. Other than the first inning, this is easily Licking's best opportunity here. Only a force out at first base. Next pitch. Outside. Ball 2. Again, first base is unoccupied, so a walk here would just simply load the bases. 2-1. Swing, ground ball, back up the middle. That's going to score a run. Are they going to try to make it 2? Are they going to try to take the lead? They're going to go for it. Rounding third. Here comes Davis. He slides. He is safe. And Licking takes a 2-1 lead. A 2 RBI double. And Licking leads this one here in the bottom of the 4th, 2-1. Carson Walker scores from third. And Keller Davis books it around third. He scores just in time. A great slide. Chose to go to the outside. And I'll tell you what, that is what got him the run. You try to slide to the middle there, and that tag's coming. But he got around by sliding to the right of home plate. Inning continues here. Runner still in scoring position. First pitch to Cannon Buckner is called strike 1. So Licking just like that. And wouldn't you know it, with 2 outs, take the lead here. Could make it more here. 0-1. Buckner wanted to offer up, held back, but it's still called strike 2. Three hits in the inning, including 2 doubles. Here's the 0-2 to Buckner. Hot just enough of it to stay alive here. It stays 0-2. Buckner standing back in now. 0-2 count. Second pitch here at 0-2. Coming up. Swung on. Soft ground ball over toward third. Play's going to be at first. Here's the throw, and it gets away. It sails to the fence, and that's going to score a run. Licking leads 3-1. It's an error here on Stockton, their first error of the game, and it's a costly one. It brings Gorman all the way home from second, and Licking leads by 2. So Buckner now stands over on first. It's an error on the third baseman. And we're going to get a visit here for the Tigers. Everybody in on the infield here is Licking still. Well, the inning does continue on. It's top of the lineup coming up next. What a swing here for the Wildcats. Tell you what, it didn't look good. You get a single to start the inning. Rusty Buckner gets things going. Then you fly out 2 consecutive times to center field. Definitely kind of sucked the wind out of the fans to my right, especially with how close they were to leaving the ballpark. But then a double, and another double, and now an error, and you suddenly lead by 2, 3-1. So they'll try to keep it going here. Here comes center fielder Cole Wallace. 7th hitter of the inning here for the Wildcats. First pitch. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Tell you, if I had a better mic today, and of course, you may or may not, I actually have no way of knowing. Get a pickoff throw to first. Might be able to hear him today. I told you I am surrounded pretty much on all sides. Not good for my claustrophobia. Here's a ground ball back up the middle, but there to pick it up. That's the shortstop. He'll have to make the throw over to first. It's there in time, and that's out number 3. But the damage is done. Licking picking up 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, and there was ultimately 1 runner left over on base. So that takes us on in now to the top of the 5th. 3 innings left to be played here in Stockton. Licking now leading this one by a score of 3-1. Back in 90 seconds, you're listening to the Class 3 quarterfinals right here, Z102.3.
At Town & Country Bank, we are committed to providing exceptional service to our customers. We do more than just provide loans for our community. We help make dreams become a reality. Whether it's a new home, farm, business, or a new car, we would love the opportunity to help. Stop by one of our 10 locations and let our friendly lending team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. In Bourbon, Salem, St. James, Rolla, and Licking. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
Hale Johnson facing an 0-1 count as we get back to it. Next pitch, breaking ball taken high for ball 1. 1, 2, and 3 coming up for the Tigers of Stockton, but Licking for the first time now. They lead this one. A 3-run bottom of the 4th. 3-1 our score. Both teams doing all their scoring in 1 inning today. Next pitch missing inside. And it's 2-1. Got to remember inside, outside. It's not all about high-low. That one inside. Here's a 2-1 now. Here's a swing, line drive left side, but foul. The angle we're all sitting at today, you can't really see inside, outside. You have to watch the catcher's glove. And so, yes, it did come in at about waist high, but inside's inside. We would know. 2-2. Here's a breaking ball. Long on, ground ball over to second. Rennie has it. Easy throw over to first to Antel for out number 1. So the 5th starts out with a ground out, 1 down. Keller Davis still on the mound, by the way. And with 1 away, here's shortstop Easton Hubbard. Hubbard owns the game's RBI, or Stockton's only RBI. Did not actually have to find, well, did find the base pass, but did not have to find a hit. Again, that was a fielder's choice. But a ground ball that did bring the runner home from third. 1-0 the count. Good looking breaking ball. Finds the corner, strike 1. Even count here. Davis's next offering. Now 1. Foul tip. Back at home play here. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Little low here. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 away. Davis looking for his first strikeout since the 3rd inning. He's gotten a little help from the defense today. Here is that 2-strike pitch. Ground ball, third base side. On it, Buckner. Buckner's throw to first. Good looking throw, and Antel has it for out number 2. Two straight ground outs. First 2 gone. And the next man up here, center fielder, Wyatt Downs. Downs 1 for 2 today's game. He flew out to center field his first time up. Followed that up with a single in the third. First pitch here, too low. Malachi Antel keeping it in front of him, 1-0. Behind the count here, Davis pitching from the windup, delivers. Breaking ball, swung on, missed, 4-1. Brought in the curveball that time. Downs able to keep back on it. Couldn't line it up, though. Here's a deep fly ball at center field. It's got some power behind it. It is off the wall. Going to be 2 bags here for Downs. So he comes in with a 2-out double. So the inning stays alive as Downs flashes some power to center. Tell you what, we've seen 3 balls that, like I said, anywhere else in the park would clear the fences here. But that's where the balls have been flying today. Not a whole lot of wind here. But Downs with his second base hit here today. Here's a pop-up. First pitch of the at-bat. Shallow right field. Could be trouble. Nope. Underneath it is Buckner. He'll make the catch and wipe that double away. So, wasn't a 1-2-3 inning. There was that 2-out double, but ultimately Licking keeps Stockton down here in the 5th. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Taking us on into the bottom of the 5th. Licking will try to extend upon their lead. We'll come back in 90 seconds. You're listening to Licking Baseball in the Class 3 quarterfinal round right here at Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rennie Pharmacy on Deer Lake Road is the only independently family-owned pharmacy in Licking. They carry a large assortment of vitamins, home health, and over-the-counter products. Rennie Pharmacy offers great services such as drive-through, adherence program, free delivery, medication management, and immunization services. Rennie Pharmacy is open from 8 to 5:30 Mondays through Fridays, 9 till noon. On Saturdays, call 674-2955 or check their webpage. Just Google Rennie Pharmacy and see all they offer.
S&R Insurance of Licking with agents Kyle Smith, Jamie Howell, and Brad Johnson are your local agents. You always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and savings. And as your needs change, your agent will be there to make sure you have the right protection. Located at 129 Main Street in Licking, S&R Insurance is there when you need them. Give them a call today, 573-674-2713. S&R Insurance of Licking.
A deep ground ball over to short and a leadoff single as we come back in the bottom half of the 5th. Peyton Rennie finding his way aboard here for the 3rd time in this one. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Licking picking up right where they left off. A ground ball stayed in the infield, but it was too deep for the shortstop Hubbard to make a throw over to first. And so Rennie able to beat said throw onto the bag. So 4th of the day here for the Wildcats. They lead Stockton 3-1. All 3 runs coming back in the 4th. First pitch here to Malachi Antel. It's taken. Strike 1. Connor Harbert here with you today. Z102.3. Preston Rain still on the mound here for the Tigers. Both starters still in this game. Next pitch. Here's a line drive back up the middle. That's another base hit. This inning going to start off with 2 consecutive singles now. As Antel finds his way over to first. First and second with nobody out. Well, for the man you want in this spot, here's Rusty Buckner. So Buckner, who actually got Licking started back in the 4th, he gets an RBI opportunity here. 1 for 2 today. First of 3 runs scored in that inning. He scored on that 2 RBI double for Garrett Gorman. Now trying to get it done with the bat once more. First pitch taken high. It's ball 1. Two innings left to play. Actually, nope, that's a lie. 2.5 innings left to play. Here's the 1-0 to Buckner. Takes one low this time. First one high, second one low, 2-0. See if we can get some scores. It's now 6:40. Haven't checked the Misha website in a while. Again, we were the last game to get started today. Nope, no results just yet. I'll check Twitter now as the 2-0 also misses low, 3-0. One thing I have noticed, it was a lot easier to get scores in Kansas than Missouri. I know some of you don't want to hear me say that. That's just a fact of life. Of course, Southeast Kansas in particular. 3-0 now to Buckner. Misses high, ball 4. And that loads the bases. Bases loaded, nobody out. You might want Buckner to get something to hit there, but you still have the bases loaded. There is nobody out, but we'll see. We get a visit to the mound here if this might be the end of Stockton starter Preston Rains. No infielders, just pitcher and catcher here. You haven't taken the ball from him just yet. But gave up 2 straight singles and a walk to begin this 5th inning. He'll stay in the ball game, and he will face Silas Antel. Antel going to look to try to find himself a gap. We know he has the power. He's flashed it a couple times in the last few games, including his last time up where he hit one to the warning track. Can score runs here. He'll consider a positive result. As Silas Antel takes the first pitch high, 4-1. It's a major opportunity for the Wildcats. Rains comes set from the stretch, 1-0. Taken low, 2-0. A walk, still a positive result as well. Still going to need a couple pitches outside the zone, but bases loaded. Do know a walk does lead to a run. 2-0 now delivered. That one's way high. Johnson having to come out of the stance to bring that one down, and it's 3-0. So one pitch out of the zone, and a run comes home to score. Antel almost certainly would not bet anything on him offering up at this next pitch. Here's the 3-0. Taken, strike 1. Rain stumbling a little bit off the mound there, but does get the strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Rains now through the windup, 3-1. Ball high, ball 4. And Licking leads now 4-1. It'll give you the RBI. As Antel takes his place over on first, Buckner moves to second. Antel moves over to third. Malachi Antel, that is. And Keaton Rennie scores from third, as Licking now leads here by 3. And that'll be the end of starter Preston Rains. So we'll have a new pitcher. First pitching change here in this game, but we'll take ourselves a short break. When we come back, I'll tell you all about the new pitcher. We'll come back in a few minutes. 4-1 our score. Licking leads Stockton here in the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to the Class 3 quarterfinal round, the Class 3 state baseball tournament. Licking baseball right here to Z102.3.
If you're looking for auto repair in Licking, you found us. Here at Lewis & Son Service, we work hard to earn your trust and loyalty. We know how important it is to find a Licking car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is our top priority each and every day. Lewis & Sons of Licking, proud of the Licking Wildcats and wishes them the best of luck in today's game. The 38th Annual Licking Chamber of Commerce Rodeo is coming June 2nd and 3rd with the Outlaw 5J Rodeo Company. There will be pre-show mutton busting for ages 8 and under both days at 6:15. Rodeo starts about 7. Friday is Senior Citizens Night and Military Night. Saturday, a rodeo parade at 2. Crafted food vendors and entertainment from 9 to 4. Saturday night is Pink Night. Chris Piles is the announcer. Josh Foster is the funny barrel man who will entertain the crowd. Don't miss the 38th Annual Licking Chamber of Commerce Rodeo June 2nd and 3rd at the Licking Rodeo Arena. Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
New pitcher, Colton Goodman, here for the Stockton Tigers. As he comes in to replace outgoing starter Preston Rains. He inherits a sticky situation, though. Bases loaded, nobody out. Licking looks to extend upon what is now a 4-0 lead. Here's a swing and a miss. Pitch actually goes to the backstop. Way out in front. Chased the ball in the dirt. Not a pretty swing there for Keaton Cook as we get back to action here. Cook will try to calm things down here. All 4 hitters in the inning have found their way on here. 3 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Next pitch. Again, going back to that breaking ball, but this time Cook stays back on it, and it's 1-1. So again, Goodman on the mound here. Replaces starter Preston Rains, who we cannot close the door on just yet with those runners on. 1-1. Again, a big breaking ball, but it misses once more. 2-1. Yet to see a fastball here from Goodman. 3 straight breaking balls began his day. Here comes a 2-1. There's a fastball, and it's fouled off. Doesn't have a whole lot of velocity, but does have a 2-strike count here on Cook. Assuming that was the fastball, of course. It was a little bit quicker than the previous pitch. But here's a 2-2. Again, still no result from the other games from the area. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Cook caught a piece of it. It's a line drive into center field. That'll score more runs. Did they try to make it 1 or 2? They're going to leave it to 1. It's an RBI single for Keaton Cook. He stays back on the breaking ball. That's called character progression. And it's a 5-1 lead now for the Wildcats. The first pitch of the at-bat, he was way out in front of a breaking ball in the dirt. A few pitches later, he stays back on the breaking ball and lines one out to center field for an RBI. Still the bases loaded. Still nobody out. Here's Keller Davis. First pitch up high, ball 1. That's a literary term, but you know what? It'll work. 1-0. Next pitch. High and outside, ball 2. Presume we've seen the fastball here from Goodman. Like I said, doesn't have quite the velocity of Rains. When you have that change in velocity, could throw off the hitters, but also you have to be precise with your location. Here's a swing. Fly ball off to the right, out of play. That'll leave the count, 1-1. Davis looks for his second hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. 1-1. Line drive, right field. That gets through for a base hit. That's going to score another run here. Everybody advances 1 bag. Make it 6-1 now in favor of Licking. The Bats have come alive here in this bottom of the 5th as they just continue to move 1 bag at a time. Bases will still be loaded. Still nobody out. Here's Garrett Gorman. Gorman, he's done what he needed to so far today. He put the Wildcats out in front his last time up. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. A 2 RBI double that scored Carson Walker and Keller Davis. Facing a 1-0 count, though, at the moment. Next pitch to Gorman. High and inside, and it's ball 2. On deck here, we have a pinch hitter, actually. Logan Gorman, currently in the circle. So we'll go from Gorman to Gorman here. Presuming the inning, of course, continues on. Next pitch, a breaking ball, 3-0. This inning could potentially be even bigger than it already has been for the Wildcats. 3-0 count, and again, we're going to see Garrett Gorman take this next pitch. Would be shocked if he had the green light here. Here is the pitch, and it is low, ball 4. Another run scores, 7-1. And so make it 7-1 as Garrett Gorman earns his third RBI of the day. This time, not needing a base hit. And actually with that, we can close the door. On the starter, Preston Raines. All three runners aboard here, the responsibility of relief pitcher. Well, Colton Goodman, who's actually coming out of the ballgame. It's another pitching change coming up here for Stockton. We'll see a third pitcher here in the bottom of the fifth. And a score that is now 7-1 in favor of Licking. We'll come back in a few minutes. You're listening to the Class 3 quarterfinals right here at Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet off I-44 exit 156 in Waynesville.
Saying goodbye to those we love is made a little easier. Just knowing your memories are safely kept within Sunset Memorial Estates Cemetery. This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Burial at our Sunset Memorial Estates provides the respect and personalized ceremony families expect and offers many options to military families, including personalized monument selection. For more information, contact Memorial Chapels and Crematory.
Nestled in northeast Texas County is the Licking R8 School District, home of the Wildcats. The Licking School District is proud of the accomplishments of their students with their efforts to excel in academics, sports, and community involvement. A town is only as strong as its residents, and the youth of the Licking community are the up-and-coming backbone of the area. The school district is also proud of the staff and administrators as they have risen to the top, continuing the education of the students in ways never heard of before. The Licking School District takes this time to say thank you to the community for helping with the education and the growth of the Wildcat student body.
Well, didn't catch a number on the pitcher here, so we'll wait and see him turn his back around here as we get going. Of course, hopefully we can get a hand from our friendly chatty PA announcer up there. But it's another new pitcher here for the Stockton Tigers as this inning. There we go, Sage Painter in on the mound. He comes in from second base. Should have noticed those locks. He's got the long hair, but he'll be the one to take over. Colton Goodman coming out of the ball game. Wasn't able to record an out. Faced 3 batters, gave up 2 hits and a walk. First pitch here to Logan Gorman, who's pinch hitting here for Cannon Buckner. Misses low, ball 1. Bases loaded, nobody out. 7-1 our scores. We come back. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. 4-run inning. Next pitch also misses, 2-0. Painter has a little bit more velocity than his predecessor, Goodman. But so far, hasn't really found the zone yet. 2 pitches in, though. Here's the next offering. That one caught the zone, inner half, strike 1. 8th batter of the inning here for Licking. After this, top of the order, Cole Wallace. Again, if the inning stays alive, triple play would obviously end the inning. 2-1. Here's another hard hit line drive. That's another base hit for some runs. 1 will score. They're going to try to make it 2. Here comes the throw in from left field. It is not going to be there. They'll throw back to second. They'll get the... No, they won't get the tag over there. Everybody's safe. 9-1 Licking. A 6-run inning and a 2 RBI single for Logan Gorman in a pinch hitting situation as the Wildcats continue to pour it on here in this state quarterfinal. That's exactly what you want from your pinch hitter. As he comes in, not missing a beat. First strike he sees. Nope, second strike he sees. Lines 1 out in the left. First and second. Now here's another line drive, but that one's caught on a rope. That could be 2. They're going to throw over to second. Yep, they're going to get it. As Gorman's caught in between the bags there, and that'll be a quick 2 outs. So Wallace caught, but you still have Gorman over on first. 2 down now in the inning. Here is Keaton Rennie. Rennie, who actually kicked things off here in the 5th inning. He led off with a single. He gets a second at-bat here in the 5th. As the Wildcats have officially batted around Next pitch to Rennie. The 1-0 misses low, 2-0. Almost to the 7 o'clock hour. Again, about 2.5 hours away from Licking. Hour and a half from Waynesville. Or about an hour and 50, excuse me. Next pitch, line drive out to center field. That gets down. That'll be a second base hit for Rennie in the inning. They're going to try to send Gorman to third. He'll make it there easily. It's runners at the corners now for Malachi Antle. Keaton Rennie has now reached base all 4 at-bats here in this game. Unfortunately, the runner only on first, not able to score anyone, but did move that lead runner all the way to third. Now there's a chance for Malachi Antle to bring him home. So here is Malachi Antle. 1 for 3 today. His first hit came in the 5th, a little bit earlier. First pitch. Caught the corner, 0-1. 9-1 our score, a 6-run inning for the Wildcats. Picked up 3 in the 4th and 6 here in the 5th. Took him a while to get going today. Here's a pickoff throw. But had to think about it. Rennie gets back. I knew it was Keaton. I was trying to register if it was Cook or Rennie. It is Rennie over there on first, and he does get back. Next pitch. Too high. 1-1. Not every day you see 2 players named Keaton. Spelled the same way, too. There's multiple ways to spell Keaton. Both spell Keyton. 1-1 here, too. Malachi Antle misses low. 2-1. So ahead in the count now is Antle. Painter delivers another one. Line drive, right field side, down for a base hit. That makes it 10 runs. Are they going to try to make it 10 runs? They're going to send the runner around. They're going to look for that 10-run lead. He is safe at the plate. And that will do it. That sends the Licking Wildcats to the Final Four. It's a run rule victory. A 2 RBI hit for Malachi Antle and the Wildcats. Just like that, they are moving on. They'll dogpile out at second base. And tell you what, they're guaranteed at least 2 more games here this season. How's that for a swing? Trailing 1-0, heading on into the bottom of the 3rd. You don't pick up any runs in the 3rd. Seemingly all momentum in the hands of the Tigers. But then all it takes is a spark. Just a little spark. And things can change in a heartbeat. So, obviously the celebrations have begun here in Stockton, but what we will do is we will take ourselves a short little break. We will come back here in just a little bit. And of course, we will go over some lines and get you set up for what is coming up next. Spoiler alert, we'll be going to Ozark with the Licking Wildcats. We're following them all the way through. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a 3-minute timeout. Again, your final score. It's another 5-inning run rule for Licking Wildcats. They defeat the Stockton Tigers here tonight, 11-1. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to the Class 3 quarterfinals. Licking baseball right here, Z102.3.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
They've been coming to satisfy their sweet tooth and appetites for over 46 years at Frosty Treat in Licking, and that continues today. For nearly half a century, families in Licking and surrounding towns have enjoyed milkshakes from the original milkshake mixer that was in the original building. Burgers and shakes are their specialty, as the community gathers at Hood's Frosty Treat. To enjoy the atmosphere, visit and take in their delicious menu. Hood's Frosty Treat of Licking, 202 South Main Street. Proud to be a part of the Licking community.
Mark, we need to talk.
Okay.
I need change.
But I thought everything was going so great.
Whoa, it is, Mark. I want to paint. That's all. Paint.
Paint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we can paint. We can do that.
Sheesh.
If the changing seasons inspire you to do the same, Hildreth Painting can change the color of your home with the experience and expertise you deserve. All you do is pick the color. They will do all the work. Hildreth Painting of Licking. Call today for free estimates, 573-674-3977, or Josh at 573-201-8140.
S&R Insurance of Licking with agents Kyle Smith, Jamie Howell, and Brad Johnson are your local agents. You always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and savings. And as your needs change, your agent will be there to make sure you have the right protection. Located at 129 Main Street in Licking, S&R Insurance is there when you need them. Give them a call today, 573-674-2713. S&R Insurance of Licking.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
At Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center, we're here to keep your heart healthy. Preventing, detecting, and caring for conditions like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, chest pain, and shortness of breath, the Phelps Health Heart and Vascular Center offers innovative care and cutting-edge technology designed to produce the best possible health outcomes for you and your loved ones. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more. Phelps Health, your health, our mission.
Isn't this great? The 3 of us camping at our favorite spot?
Sure is, honey.
I sure do miss Grandpa. He used to love coming here.
I do too, son. Remember the motorboat stalled and he swam from shore to fix it? He always made sure we were okay. He was one of a kind.
Yes, he was. Miss you, Dad.
Fox Funeral Home remains its original location and continues to be family-owned and operated, providing hometown values and personalized service since 1931.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Well, it's a jubilant Licking crowd here today as they will be going home happy. They are traveling to the state Final Four, Class 3 quarterfinal, and they rule the Stockton Tigers here today. Final score, 11-1. Tell you what, it did not look good for the Licking Wildcats for the longest time. Remember, bottom of the third, we're trailing 1-0. You get 1-2-3 in that inning, including a pickoff throw. Tell you what, the Tigers were hyped up over in their home dugout. But this Licking Wildcats team, we know they are very, very, very dangerous, not just in the field, but with the bat as well. And we certainly saw it at the plate here today as they pick up 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th and 8 runs in the bottom of the 5th to pick up what is a run rule victory. Second straight game in the state playoffs. Cannot stress that enough. The state playoffs, you're facing some of the best teams in the state. You get 2 straight run rule victories to win this one 11-1 and earn yourself a trip to the Final Four. So who are they going to play? Well, spoiler alert, I don't actually know yet. They haven't updated it. I have not been able to find anything from the result of that Barstow and Lathrop game. But we now know it will be May 31st. We're going to be playing next week at 1 p.m. They've got the second game. They're going to be playing mid-afternoon. And, of course, we will be there in Ozark we'll be there for both games. It'll be back-to-back days, May 31st and June 1st. Whether they win or lose, the only thing that would change is the time, whether you're in that championship or that consolation. So stay tuned for that. But again, that'll be May 31st and June 1st. But let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. Of course, lines today for the Licking Wildcats. 11 runs, 10 hits, 1 error in the field here today. That error did come at a pretty bad time, I do believe. I don't remember exactly when it came. It did not come in the error. It did not come in the inning with the run, so ultimately it did not matter too much. But 1 error today for Licking, and only 4 runners left on base. Of course, there weren't a whole lot of base runners in the early few innings, but when they started getting them on in the 4th, in the 5th, they brought them around. And that's so important at this stage in the season. So for Stockton, 1 run today, 5 hits, 1 error as well. Their error did actually score a run. So again, 10 earned runs today for the Wildcats. Compare that to a couple days ago against Forsyth, where they picked up about half their earned runs. But anyway, I digress. 1 error and 6 runners left on base. So again, already mentioned it, we're waiting to see who wins that Barstow-Lathrop game. That is who Licking will play for a chance to move on to the state championship. Of course, the other teams still vying for a state title, of course, they would only be seen, well, in the consolation game or the championship game. That is Portageville in West County, still no result over there, and Ellsbury in South Callaway. Actually, we do have a result. It's South Callaway defeating Ellsbury 6-5 in that game. So South Callaway, one of the 2 teams we know that have made their way into the Final Four. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Go ahead and give them one last read off here. Of course, you'll be hearing from them next week as well. Thank you to Town & Country Supermarket, Town & Country Bank, Agri Enterprises, Friend True Value, PepsiCo, Rennie Pharmacy, S&R Insurance, Lewis & Sons, the Licking Chamber of Commerce, and of course, Licking High School, Frosty Treat, Hildreth Painting, and Fox Funeral Home. And of course, our season sponsors, AirServe, Marys County Bank, Mailbox at Lowe Chevrolet, Waynes Memorial Chapel, Edmore's Ford in St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Bank of Crocker. But I think that'll go ahead and do it for us here today. A game that took just over 2.5 hours to play. Actually, excuse me, how about just over an hour and a half to play here today? It is the Licking Wildcats moving on to the state Final Four. They defeat Stockton here today, 11-1. So for Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next week, you've been listening to Licking Baseball in the Class 3 State Baseball Tournament right here, Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Class 3 State Sectional Baseball from Licking with the Wildcats and the Forsyth Panthers. Our game has been brought to you by the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels, Ed Morris Ford, Phelps Health, Seeger Toyota, AirServe Heating and Air, the Bank of Iberia, Lowe Chevrolet, the Marys County Bank, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Howlett in Richland, John Gregory in Crocker, along with the Licking Chamber of Commerce, Lewis & Sons Automotive, the Licking School District, Town & Country Bank, and Town & Country Supermarkets. Agri Enterprises, Friend True Value, the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Rennie Pharmacy, S&R Insurance, Fox Funeral Home, Frosty Treat, and Hildreth Painting. We hope you enjoyed today's sectional baseball game. Until next time, have a great evening.
Thank you.